Tell all the hunters to lay down their guns. Tell them that the tiger needs a little bit of love. Let them run the jungle. Let them roam their land.
Yeah, you hear all that
Then
sweetness?
stand back and
Welcome,
marvel.
welcome, welcome, America.
What a
We got a
beautiful
special edition of Zoobox Goes to the Movies, streaming edition. That's right, everybody. We're going to be talking about the new Netflix series, docu-series, limited series, Tiger King. Tiger King is a story about Joe Exotic and his rivalry with another big cat lady owner. A rivalry between big cat eccentrics takes a dark turn when Joe Exotic, a controversial animal park boss, is caught in a murder-for-hire plot. You guys can stop. Yeah, you can stop dancing now. I mean, you've been embarrassing yourself for at least a good 10 seconds.
What the hell, Shaun?
I can't wait
saying.
until I got the power, so I'm going to take it in, and I'm not even going to put music. And now you guys just look like that.
I was just trying to throw in some of the.
I was just getting into the groove of the song. I remember it.
Yeah, you remember that one?
Dude, honestly,
Yeah.
I want
It's
to
not-
tell
it's
all
not
the
It's not
great.
that bad. His
it's
voice
not that
isn't.
bad.
Well, it just
It's
sounds like
really
country
not
music.
that-
It's just
yeah,
literally,
it's not that bad.
it just sounds like a country song.
It sounds like Alan Jackson.
Yes, like 90s Alan Jackson.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like to me.
I mean, let's break it down. Just like, listen, before we get into this, if you haven't watched Tiger King, you're missing out. Go check it out. Come back, listen to the podcast.
Yeah, we're going to be
This is
all
fun.
over the place, and we're going to be spoiling random things here and there. So
Yeah.
don't. If you have not seen it and you want to see it, don't.
Spoiler warning is
listen to
now.
this.
Go
Although
watch
this-
it now.
this
Like,
story-
watch it now.
This story has actually been around for a couple years because there was actually a podcast I found out that basically covered the story, and then there was like a big magazine did a big spread about it as well. But the public at large is just finding out about Joe Exotic. Had you guys ever heard of him before this?
I don't think so.
No,
Nothing major
I heard of the
consequence.
guy in South Carolina. I've heard of that guy.
Yeah, because I've seen him on TV.
Yeah, and I've also watched YouTube videos of him.
Oh, okay.
But never this crazy Joe.
I feel
Joe's
like
sick.
he looked so familiar, and I couldn't place. I was like, have I seen this guy? I mean, because I've watched a lot of weird shit. Like,
Yeah.
I've exposed myself to a lot of weird internet stuff. So I was like, have I seen this dude?
Oh, probably.
I feel like I've seen that picture, the one like that looks like the fucking Vegas picture almost, like the one that's like him like crouching next to the tiger, and he's like holding the tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen him, but I was fascinated, and honestly, it was one of the most funnest documentaries I've ever watched. I loved it. I want to watch it again.
Yeah.
That's how crazy it is.
High praise. All right, well,
This
where do you guys want to start? Who wants to start us off?
All right, listen. I'm just gonna say, Doc, is that his fucking name? The guy in South Carolina?
Which one?
Is
The
it-
harem guy, the guy with all the chicks?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
like a
he's a
Hollywood-
doc.
Hol-
He's a
He's a doctor,
doctor of magic.
Mysticism. Yeah,
Or
mysticism. I
something.
think is
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
mysticism. So this fucking guy, I think that guy really cracked the code. That guy figured it the fuck out, and he is a secret. That I want to see more about that fucking dude. Honestly.
that guy's
wanna
killing
know.
tigers.
Yeah,
cremating
that dude's
them,
fucking
for
yeah.
sure. He would have like 200 tigers, 300 tigers.
Oh, hey, man, that's a lot of mouths to feed, you know?
And what is that fucking dude? Jeff, the dude, the guy that comes and buys out Joe Exotic's.
The guy, the shady dude who comes
Oh,
in halfway through.
Such a tool, bro. I mean,
Well,
that guy is the ultimate tool.
Well, he's like a Vegas stereotype. Like, there's a lot of like hipster Vegas dudes. That's how they dress.
You would consider him a hipster?
Well, have you ever seen the show Ghost Adventures?
Yeah.
He's like a roadster.
He's like that guy. That's the same way that dude dresses,
Yeah.
Zach Baggins or whatever. He wears all the affliction shit. He's got like fucking stupid bandanas on and
Tap out.
tap out.
I have to respect. I saw his original hairline. Bandana was not a bad choice. If I have to move to a bandana, guys.
Is that the strat?
But
That's
how-
the
might
deep
be
strat
strategy.
for Dan?
How does somebody like that make so much money?
Well, no. So Jeff is broke.
Well, I
Jeff
know
is
he's broke,
fucking
but
broke.
he's still getting money from somewhere
He's
to
a
afford
scammer.
everything.
They're scams. They're just all scammers.
You know, I mean, he's getting money to buy, for, whether or not he owns the Ferrari or not, but he still has to take out a loan on it.
Okay, who is your favorite? Mike, I know your favorite is Joe. You love Joe. You think Joe's Shaun, who's yours?
My favorite character from the doc.
Or not character, I guess that's kind of a bad, but who's favorite?
I mean, well,
person?
relative to being something that was entertaining.
Yeah.
My favorite character. That's kind of hard.
Like, who was the one you had, like, that dude
identified with?
Well, I didn't identify with many. I don't know if I identified with any of them, but
I'm a degenerate by nature, so I felt like I understood all, dude.
Because you've met people like this. I mean, this is not too far from like if you've traveled at all or done anything. I'm sure Michael knows people like this.
Yeah.
Just because of like because your family's into like animal breeding and stuff. You meet some weird people. But even like pipeliners, like this reminds me of like pipeliners. Like they're degenerates. Like,
dude, but they're people that work there.
Well, I mean, this is the thing. So Joe is paying him $150 a week, right? I think that's what it is, something like that.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all. But he buys all their food and living.
But they live there, right? Yeah.
No, he doesn't buy their food, bro.
Well, he gives them food. He gives them leftover meat.
He gives them all the rotten food from Walmart. Which we all know that's a few days, who hasn't had to push the milk an extra day or two.
Yeah, but that's not that strange. Like a lot of people that run like farms and stuff do that where they like pay people like $100 a week and then you get your room board.
Free board. Yeah, free board and stuff. But this is like a little bit different than working on a fucking farm, dude.
Like horse people do that.
That's a big yeah. And they give you a place to live.
Yeah.
But normally horse people give you a little higher class than what they were living in.
Oh, I mean, these dudes were living in fucking like squalor. They look like what are they called? People that like homeless people squatters. They look like squatters. Like just like fucking everything's disgusting. Oh. None of the units have AC. They're eating fucking old food because I mean, I don't know, dude. Hey, listen. The ballerest part of that whole documentary, which I know Joe was waiting for the moment to use it, is when that lady got her fucking arm eaten off. And Joe shows up in an EMS leather jacket. Like a paramedic jacket, ready to, like, that was the most baller and pole, like, move ever. And he shows up, oh my gosh.
Let me ask, I want to ask you guys a question just up front. Or maybe it'll set the tone and this will help us, like, guide us our conversation a little bit. What do you think of Joe? Like, what kind of a person do you think he is? Did you like Joe? Did you think he was a piece of shit? Somewhere in the middle? What did you think of Joe?
I thought he was a piece of shit. I mean, I felt in the beginning I was more on his side, but as the story went on and just what he was doing, I mean...
Yeah, as the documentary goes, you get fuller context for the things you see early on.
Yeah.
And what about you, Dan? What do you think?
Joe's a complicated guy. Okay.
Dan's like, I am the Tiger King.
I am the Tiger King. No, I think Joe is sitting out there. He was in over his head basically the entire time. Like from the beginning. Like, that way they because what they say costs $10,000 a year to feed these tigers. He's doing it for $3 per tiger. He has 100. Yeah, that's because that's where all that Walmart food, all that expired food came into play.
Yeah.
Was that's how they fed the tigers. So I would say, it felt inhumane, the way the treatment of the tigers. It really does. Not because like, dude, they're in these little cages. I don't give a fuck. He has 150 tigers, on 20 acres or whatever. Like, it's felt a little inhumane. But I'll say I actually kind of like Joe throughout the documentary because honestly, he is the Donald Trump of poor people. He fake it till you make it. Like, fake it till you fucking make it, dude. And he ran for governor or whatever, and he got 19% of the vote.
Dude, he ran for president.
He's stealing money from people to fund his campaign. This dude is a baller, honestly.
Well, he took money that was supposed to be recirculated into his business out for his campaign. It was like $90,000. 90,000, I think.
It was 65.
Dude, he made condoms.
Yeah,
for his campaign.
But he's who does that? Dude, and I'm sitting there and I'm going like Thanksgiving's rolling around. He's like swallowing, like in debt. Was this all like in the pizza they were making at the place was like from the meat from Walmart? And you're sitting here like, listen,
well, they
don't
not
say
pretty. They didn't say that.
They did.
Yeah, there was no evidence of it, but that's what some of the workers said.
They were like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
dude.
okay.
Yeah, they were like, listen, he was cutting corners. You know, like took some of the extra ground beef.
Listen,
and
Joe
stuff.
cut corners.
Joe cut corners.
You don't
No,
say.
absolutely. But I
Well,
like
how
Joe.
else is
I
he
like
gonna
him.
afford that studio? You know, and to go
Yeah, like
into
how
that
does
shit?
he have so much money?
No,
Like he
this
has
is
quite a bit of money.
But
Well,
you
no,
know
he
people.
didn't though. He didn't though, because he would just go into massive amounts of debt. Like so Joe ends up marrying 2 straight dudes.
Well,
So did
okay.
they fuck?
Straight guys,
Dude, Dan, come on. They definitely did some dirty stuff.
Oh, I'm sitting there. I think they're fucking.
that
But
one
then
guy?
again,
That
you
one
can-
guy?
hold on. Like I'm thinking. I can't remember the good-looking younger one, not the guy with the missing teeth. I can't
Yeah.
remember the
Tyler?
guy that. Yeah, the guy that
Tyler.
shot himself in the face.
Tyler.
Which honestly, that was a really crazy part. That shit was pretty crazy.
Well, no, they were drug addicts, and Joe offered them a pathway to get drugs. And I mean, I can understand. Well, I can't understand it, but
But
I
not
could
just
see it.
drugs, sick ass 4-wheelers,
Yeah,
guns,
yeah. He
ripping.
funded their life.
Probably not a bad fucking life. Trucks, like I'm just saying, dude. If you gotta take a dick every now and then.
Well,
I bet Joe was a taker. Joe was not a
Yeah,
giver.
Joe might have been a taker.
He
And
was
then
a taker.
and probably get his dick sucked. Maybe he
Yeah.
did fuck him in the ass. You
I
know?
could do that. I could
Yeah.
get away with that. For some sick ass shit.
I mean,
Listen,
this
guys,
is
I'm in debt,
reasonable.
bro. I'm in debt. Anything could happen. Hair transplant.
Yeah, but
surgery is
Dan,
not
you're
cheap,
also
bro.
controlled by him. You couldn't leave.
He could.
you
They
know.
could have left. They
Well,
weren't
the
like-
younger one felt controlled.
Yeah.
Tyler.
I don't know. I mean, I'll say that was an interesting twist. That
I thought it was. I thought they had kind of built it up like that was what was going to happen because he lived all of his erratic behavior and
Oh,
like,
no, no,
guns
no,
at people.
I'm
I
saying,
thought he
like,
was
the
either going to
physical-
shoot somebody or he was going to kill himself. That's
No,
what-
I was thinking of the heterosexual guys that they say that are heterosexual end up like marrying
Well,
Joe.
I think they were like obviously somewhat bisexual. I guess sexuality is somewhat fluid in that way.
No, dude, but that's like
but that
saying if you
kid's
took a dick for crack though.
The younger kid probably more so than the guy that was with him for like 15 years. The guy that was with him for 15 years, you're like, all right, dude, come on. Like,
Nah,
if you-
dude, he was
I mean,
doing
but
crack.
they were
Catfish.
they were sleeping with other people that worked at the park the
Yeah,
whole
ripping.
time.
ripping.
Yeah, ripping 4-wheelers, fucking the fat
Living their life.
secretaries,
Yeah, dude, sickness.
fucking blowing meth.
I thought it was a kind of a sweet relationship they had, and my question is, so did most of this footage come from the TV show?
No, it's all gone.
No. It's all gone. Damn,
So
we didn't
who
even
the
get the
fuck
best
is-
stuff.
I know, dude. Then who the
Yeah.
fuck is? They've been filming this guy for years.
Yeah, well, that is a good point because they said it all got wiped out, but the whole documentary is filmed from somewhere.
Yeah, like who? What? So he had a reality TV show and a documentary crew following him
Yeah,
around.
but you're only seeing the behind the scenes of the reality TV show. You're
No,
not
I
seeing
know that.
what would have been used to produce the reality TV
No,
show.
but I thought all of it got wiped out. That's what the reality show guy said.
Not the behind the scenes stuff, but the actual footage that they were going would
The raw
use to
footage.
actually edit the show together was all destroyed,
Oh.
allegedly.
I think they must have been following him for a long time.
It seemed like it was about 2 years.
Yeah.
Before
See,
he
I was
got
actually
caught.
on Joe's side for most of the movie. I was like, okay, this
when did
lady's
Joe
acting
lose
like a
it?
nut. This
When
lady
did Joe
killed her husband.
Well, we
This
don't
lady's
know that.
psychotic.
I
Joe, you need
love
to
his-
stand up.
Dude, listen, I love the fact that Joe was like always just going on
Oh,
about
I know.
anything, dude. Like he'd be like,
What's her
"This
name?
Carol Baskins.
Carol
I think
Carol
it-
Baskins, that's right.
And literally,
This
he's
fucking bitch, Carol Baskins.
yeah. Listen,
And
I'm,
then he has
I'm gayer than a $3 bill. Like I
Yeah.
fucking love
Oh no,
Joe.
I'm gayer than a warehouse full of $3 bills. But
Yeah.
this fucking bitch, like
Carol Baskins.
down in
What about
Florida.
the song he made?
Oh yeah, the where she's feeding the dead
Yeah.
bodies, the tigers.
And he has shit in his hand. And it's
Yeah.
actual real tiger
Shit.
shit. And he's like,
That's a committed dude right there, man.
Yeah, no, you
Oh,
say
dude,
Joe
he
cuts
shoots her.
corners. I don't think so.
he shoots a dummy doll of her in
Oh,
the
yeah.
studio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it was-
fucking-
it was weird.
or like
Yeah.
when he's when the family is around or whatever, and he's like, "Run!" and he's just shooting shooting the ground in the air and shit. Like he's
Like-
fuck. What a great life, honestly. I'm jealous.
I don't disagree with his kind of assertion because they were talking. He talks about from jail, like towards the end of the documentary. He's like, we use each other, and we use each other as promotion. And he's not wrong. Like,
No, that's
No.
true.
she got more attention on herself because Joe Exotic did what he did, and vice versa. And he
Oh,
got more attention because of her. So,
And
you know,
honestly,
and he's just after fame and infamy. He doesn't.
yeah.
It's at some point he obviously did not care about really the Tiger shit.
No.
That
but
was
you.
that, but he did for a long time. I'm not going to say it didn't start out sincere.
Yeah. But do you think that the lady that was going after Carol, or whatever her name is, it almost seemed like she was doing the exact same thing as Joe?
Yeah, but she was doing better because she didn't have to pay anybody. It was
No,
all
that's
fucking
what
volunteer.
I mean. But she was like getting Tigers what she wanted. She was getting people in there to visit and take
Yeah.
tours.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't think she does. She I don't think she charged people for the tours.
I don't know about
And,
that. Look it up.
No, well, cause dude, that guy, the guy that's the Hollywood guy, the one that is like got the harem of women.
Yeah.
What's his name? Fucking
Doc. It's like-
Rick Kirk. No, Rick Kirkham is the. I don't know.
No, it's
You know
like
what I'm
Doc
talking
or
about.
something. Yeah, it's a Doc or something. Doc Brown or some show.
Yeah, something.
Bhagavan Ansel. Bhagavan Ansel. That's what
Yeah.
everybody call him. Bhagavan? That's right. Bhagavan Ansel. People had to pay like $650 for a day
Yeah.
at his place.
Yeah.
I don't think she charges, and also she's registered as like a preserve.
Well, I know, but my point is that where the Tigers didn't seem to be taken care of better there than
Yeah, I would agree.
And also, don't tell me she's not getting donations from like government organizations or like
100
private.
she does.
She's getting-
That's how nonprofits make money.
And then she's on Facebook making $20,000 a week. There's definitely some profit margins that are being driven.
So
Of
was
course.
she doing the same though? You know what I mean? Like she had a different twist
Yeah.
on it, but in a
She
way,
was
she's kind of doing the same as Joe.
She's exploiting the animals in one way or the other.
Yeah, when you get down to the fundamentals of it, it
Well,
is
'cause
similar. It's similar, but I could say though the living conditions, as we've already discussed a little bit, at Joe Exotic's ranch or whatever the fuck you call it, Tiger Ranch, was like not great. I mean, those.
Yeah, but we didn't get to see hers that much.
Yeah, you really didn't get to see too much.
We didn't
of
get
it.
to see all of her cages. It wasn't as
Oh.
open as Joe was.
Probably not. No, because you couldn't go in and actually interact with those tigers.
Well, I'm just
That
saying the
was part of
filming
her-
crew.
That's her part of her whole thing was like no cub petting.
Well,
You
yeah,
can't breed
but
cubs for petting, because I guess that Bhagavan Ansel guy, he got in trouble because he was breeding cubs to use this so people could pet and then killing them
yeah, he was
Well,
cremating.
once they got too old.
Well, they don't know that. They don't know if he was.
But
they
here's
don't-
the thing, Sean.
He's like,
We don't get to see the living conditions of the Tigers at her place as much as
No.
Joe.
No, you don't. You don't.
So
That's
we
true.
don't know what they're living like. I mean, because the cages,
It
what I
seems like-
saw, didn't look that much better.
Well, it just seemed more naturalistic. Like, because Joe kind of complains about, he's like, it's all overgrown and she ain't taking care of it. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, she's trying to do somewhat of a jungle atmosphere. I mean, if you're going to go look like you're in a fucking cow pasture, Joe.
what
like
you need to do-
Like your Tiger Ranch.
What they should do is take these thousands of tigers and relocate them to the fucking jungle where they belong, and let them just they'll breed
Oh,
and then
they'll get
evolution.
They will get killed.
No,
Like
they'll figure it
domesticated
out.
like
dude.
house cats, dude.
No,
They
they
Yeah,
will
don't.
Dan, they don't know how to hunt. They don't,
They don't know how to
hunt.
hunt. They know how. They'll figure
Yeah.
it out.
Tell
They'll
that
figure it
to Ashi's arm. or
Yeah, but
whatever.
like
They,
you could-
they might start eating people, Dan.
That's fucking life, dude. We gotta get him out of America.
You ever see that movie, Ghost in the Darkness? It would be like that, but there'd be 200 of them.
Could you imagine if they just released them in the United States in like the Great Plains or something?
They went through a story where they were concerned about Joe, like the local authorities, because
Yeah.
other places in the country, crazy people that collect fucking giant cats had let them free. Remember that dude?
Yeah.
Isn't that like a
Yeah.
Montana or something?
He let go of like 30 of them or whatever,
And then
right?
did
Yeah.
he kill himself?
I think so. I'm not sure.
And then all
I
the
don't know.
Tigers, man, they killed them all. It was so sad.
I mean, he's really is the Tiger King, that guy. I mean, he's like, go forth, my barbarians.
He just jumps on one, and rides it down the street. That'd be sick.
But the Doc guy had the setup. That guy had it legit, man. That
I
guy
mean, he
had
had-
a system.
like
Yeah,
15
He had
women.
beautiful woman.
Yeah, he's
He
like
got the whole
Hollywood.
9 yards, living
I mean,
large.
I'm a little jealous, honestly.
Oh, You look like you're going to like any regular zoo at his facility. That just looks like what you would go to like in a city. Like if you were to go to like the Baltimore Aquarium or something. You know, it's like kind of like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the doc guy, the mysticism magic dude with all the wives, really figured it out. It's misogyny at its finest, and I respect it. And that's what I want in my life. So when I get women, they're completely submissive, no questions. You're working 18 hours a day, no
then
pay.
you gotta groom them. You gotta get them young.
That's the whole thing, you know. Get them around 18. You brainwash them.
Oh, don't you love it?
Don't
Don't you love it? Like the dads that drop their daughters off to go.
Oh, I know.
Fucking dudes.
Well, I mean, they might not know. It's like the Hollywood thing. Hey, this could be good for them. They really want to do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna ship my kids off to California. They're gonna live with a stranger.
It wasn't California. It's South Carolina.
No, I'm talking about.
Well, I mean, I could see it. I mean, I could see the sense. Oh, I got this great opportunity, Dad. This job to go work with tigers. I've always wanted to do it.
And it usually starts out, I'm sure, as like some summer thing, right?
Like
in college. Yeah.
That guy's cool. I saw him on Letterman.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
On
Letterman. He worked with Jim Carrey on Ace Ventura movies.
He's a doctor. He's a doctor. I saw it on TV.
Yeah, you ever see that movie Jumanji? You like monkeys? You ever see Mighty Joe Young? That's a movie about a monkey, a giant monkey. This guy must be fine. He's professional, credentials.
What do you think about the guy in Florida, the drug dealer?
The drug dealer guy.
Drug dealer.
Which one's that one?
He's a drug dealer down in Florida. He's the one that owned the cats. He wasn't in it long.
Oh yeah, then he ended up killing someone, right? And fed the cat, or so they died on his rant or his little place.
Well, what the alleged was, but he was a drug dealer. He got arrested. He was one of the largest cocaine dealers in all of Florida, and he funded. That's how he got all these big cats. But he doesn't let anyone see him. He just owns them.
Which was the one where the guy got killed on his property and he fed him to the cats? Because that happened in the first episode. They talk about that.
I don't know that part.
Well, that's what they accused Carol Baskin of doing.
Yeah.
No. There was a guy. It's in the very beginning of the first episode.
Well, no, this guy came in later. You don't remember the guy in Florida, the drug dealer?
No.
It's the Cuban?
I don't, dude.
I don't
remember it.
You don't remember the guy in Florida?
Mike, you can say it again, dude. I won't remember. I don't.
Well, the guy in Florida.
I don't remember anything.
He was really rich. He had like a super nice car. He drove up.
Yes. Yes,
yeah.
I do remember. I remember.
I can't remember it. No.
It's actually a pretty brief.
Yeah, it's just a brief side angle.
It's a side because what they're showing you is all the different kinds of people that own cats.
Well, there was a guy that got sent to prison for like 20 years because this guy accidentally got killed on his property and fed him to his tigers. It's in like the first episode.
Well, because they're going through the types of people that tend to collect big cats, and basically they're all eccentric. They're all kind of weird. They're probably all murderers, meth addicts, gay men, trying to, hook these young junkies. Be like, come live with me. Come be my husband. I'll give you
the one guy was like, "Yeah, I heard about this on Craigslist.
Yeah,
I figured I'd go do it."
My favorite thing is the supposed hitman, the fucking bald dude that came with Jeff.
Jeff, yeah.
Came with Jeff, and he's just like, I was heading down there. I said, "Fuck that," and I just drove up home. He just drove home.
No, he didn't drive home. Right? He went somewhere else and partied.
Yeah, he went to a strip club.
He's like, "Yeah, I guess I never made it."
Yeah,
I'm just gonna stop somewhere and start partying because they had fronted him $3,000 or something.
I know. He went home eventually to where he was from
after he washed out a little bit. Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty awesome though. That's kind of like that's why this is such a wild story because it's unorganized chaos. Or organized chaos. There's just no way to know what's gonna happen, and it's just great.
See, honestly, I thought when Jeff was coming in, he was gonna save Joe. I thought this guy was at first when he came in. I was like, okay, this guy's probably.
you got tricked too. We all did.
Yeah,
I think
I got tricked. I totally got tricked because I thought this guy was gonna be the savior of Joe.
Bail us out. Oh, okay.
I bet Mike was like, "Thank God, someone's coming to save Joe before he really."
That's what I was like at that time. I was like,
"Yeah,
yes, he finally has the backing to crush this woman."
Yeah, like believe, like the ability to believe in him, and then that guy's full of shit.
Yeah,
That's
how I felt. I felt like this guy was going to come, invest like a ton of money, take care of all of Joe's legal stuff.
Yeah.
And he just totally conned him out of the park.
And then the best part was when Joe said, "Fuck it," and he leaves and he steals all these tigers. And he's just ripping around the United States selling tigers. This guy's a legend, dude. Legend.
That's at the weigh-in.
Yeah, but that's some legend shit. That's like, he's like, fuck it, I'm out, and just stole Tigers.
Hey, he's a Tiger
Sick.
King, dude.
He is.
Yeah, I
sick.
just can't believe this Jeff guy. The Jeff guy probably stunned me the most because I'm thinking, okay, how does this guy get all this money? Because he's getting money. He got money from somewhere.
No, he found investors and shit like that. That's where the fat dude comes in with the.
Yeah,
like, the
but
thin
how
hair
did
and
he
fat-
get money to put on all the front of his living style?
It's fake.
Well, I know it's fake, but he has to get the money from somewhere.
It's just bullshit. He must have terrible credit. Wait, fake ID or something. I don't know. I don't know how you would do it. I have a hard time getting a fucking Best Buy credit card in my fucking shit 700, so I don't know what the fuck that guy's doing.
That's what I'm like, okay, what is this guy
Well, I
doing?
think
Because
it's
at
kind
one
of-
point he had a lot of money.
It's
Constant
implied,
scam.
but it's implied that he's like shady or gets his money
Yeah.
through shady means. Like he does stuff on the down low. I believe he's from Vegas, right?
Yes.
I think he's
Whoa,
probably
yeah.
hooked in with some sort of criminal element in Las Vegas, maybe.
Uh,
I mean, he wasn't
Probably
like
so.
he's the type of person like a good con man. You put up a good front.
Yeah, but he rented
Yeah.
out that mansion with the
Yeah, you
indoor
got-
pool.
You get the mansion. You get because you think you're going to try to get a whale to come in and be like, "Oh, I'm going to do business with this guy." Yeah, we're the same. We're peers.
And he did it to Joe Exotic, which is the funny.
I know for what to get his fucking tiger ranch.
Could have met
Was
him
it
at a nice
that-
hotel. Would have been
Was
fun.
was it that lucrative of an idea, like to have
I
a
don't
fucking
think so.
tiger ranch?
I-
Remember
no,
the part when they tried to do the fucking buses, the party
oh,
bus
yeah.
with the fucking baby
Yeah.
tigers?
Yeah.
The guys, these people are fucking morons. Like, whoever thought that was a good idea or would work at all?
Why? That is kind of sick. You're gonna tell me you
Well,
wouldn't
that's
have
what
to-
I
mean,
know
Shaun.
it's you, Dan. Dan's like, yeah, guys, we're gonna we go to like a bachelor thing. Dan's gonna be
would
like, yeah,
you
I got us the party bus with the tigers.
You wouldn't ride in that shit.
No, I would love it. I would love it.
I would fucking do
I would
it.
ride in it if somebody else paid for it. But I would still be like, why the fuck did you do that?
Like that would be sick.
I don't
You'd be a
want
fucking
to
baby
pet
puppies.
tigers. First of all, I don't want to pet tigers. I want to drink on the party bus because that's really what you're paying for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
Second
you
of
want
all-
to have a little cat there petting and
yeah,
drinking.
Yeah. You could do both, man. You know, you can
Sec-
drink on the strip.
Second of all, it seems just like unsafe, unsanitary.
I
know,
think Tiger
shit.
King did it perfect though. I think he did it right. I think if you're gonna go out, you might as well go out hard in Vegas and fucking get a bus. That's what I'm saying. Jeff did it right. You know, and he might be the Tiger King.
Hashtag Team Jeff.
No, freaking dude! And then he made the video of him sitting on the chair.
Yeah.
that-
Oh, Joe.
That
Yeah.
was a reality show.
Yeah,
And
that
he
was
kept-
awesome.
He kept watching the clip like over and over again.
Yeah, that's what that guy was saying. I would not take that guy at his word because he is in his own way, he's a scammer. He's a reality show producer.
Well, he's
So he's gonna heighten that story. He's selling you something.
dude,
like,
but there's no point to sell it because all the footage is destroyed. So what would
No,
you
no.
sell?
But what I'm saying, that's just the natural inclination of an entertainer. Like I'm selling you this experience of my story. Like, because that's
Yeah, but
what
what
you.
would
Come on,
he-
Shaun.
But he did. It's not like he was involved in the documentary and he had all this like reason what they were going to be doing. Why would be the purpose of him lying about that?
That's just a personality type of somebody that works in that industry.
Yeah, okay, but what would be the thing? Is like, yeah, I saw him watch it and he was like giggling to himself. But so you're saying setting up that he's obsessed about like fame?
He was exaggerating. Clearly.
Yeah, but the whole even the footage they did show, he was like firing people on the spot. You're gonna learn respect
Oh, that's-
around here.
that's
I'm
what,
tired.
that's what he said. When he turned on the camera, he would be kind of,
Yeah, different.
act.
A little
Right.
bit more.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, if I fucking was on a reality TV show and you motherfucker, I'd fight all of you daily, almost like at least weekly. Like, hey, you're gone.
Yeah, but Joe is the perfect guy to make a reality show about because he's actually
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, that you could see something like that on like I guess Animal Planet or something. I'm
Well,
assuming
like-
that's what they're or True TV or whatever.
I would say True
No,
TV.
Shaun, you know, put an Animal Planet. The guy swears every other minute.
They
Yeah.
they don't have primetime animal TV stuff where people swear.
Well, they
I
would
mean,
just leave
look
it
at
out.
that look at the dog whisperer. He's always like fucking like hissing at dogs. He might as well be swearing in dog language.
I would be surprised. I'm really shocked why he didn't, because that could have been very lucrative.
Well, that's why he was so depressed.
But they burned it. Why did he burn? Supposedly, why did he burn down his own shit? Why would he burn
No,
it?
Joe did.
Carol
Joe
Baskin.
burnt it.
That's what I'm saying. Why? Because they had footage of him doing illegal shit.
Yeah,
Yes.
they had evidence.
Like what?
Well, because he was getting sued, and
I
there's
know.
stuff on those tapes that they could use in court because they could subpoena those tapes.
Dan, he was probably doing all kinds of crazy shit to those tigers.
The people that were suing him could use that as this called discovery, and they would have to send it.
And it's all his fault though, because he just never let it fucking be.
Dan, he was tranquilizing and freaking medicating those things
Yeah, but
all
I mean,
by himself.
they're fucking tigers, bro.
Well,
Like,
I know what was probably on the footage like that of him. You know, he probably had to manhandle a couple of those, put a lasso on him or something, drag him through a field on a tractor.
Yeah.
I mean, there's all kinds of things he could have been doing.
I mean, I've literally.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
I've seen farmers take a cow, freaking put a rope around the neck, and drag it into the thing with the tractor.
Well, sure.
You know, so he could have. I'm just saying, he could have been doing
But cows
things.
are not beautiful, majestic animals.
Yeah. No one's
Well, I'm
lining up
saying, let's
and-
say a tiger wouldn't go somewhere, so you tranquilize it. How do you move a 900-pound tiger?
Do they get
A
that
dolly?
big? I thought they only get like 500-600 pounds.
Well, whatever they
Still,
get, Dan. How do you
still.
move a 600-pound tiger?
I mean, you fucking drag it. You're right. You would fucking grab one of the fucking.
What do they call it?
Yeah, well, how would that
carries.
look on a film if
The
you're dragging
fireman's
a tiger? with
I
the
mean, what do
frickin-
you? And that's what I would fucking say. Hey, we had to knock it out to get some medical procedural shit done. You know what I'm saying? And like, dude, I don't. How are you gonna move it? What would you want me to do?
Oh, what you should do is you should put them out on you get a big tarp, and you get like a blanket on top of the tarp.
Oh
and you-
yeah, good luck
No,
directing a tiger. You put some meat on there.
Shut the fuck up, buddy. Then
Well,
you when you euthanize them or not euthanize, you knock them out. You put them on that thing, and then you drag the tarp with a 4-wheeler.
Okay, but they did show at the last episode, they showed Joe in a freaking bobcat with the tranquilized tiger, and he
Yeah.
has it in the front bucket, and he's.
Yeah.
But there could have been, I don't know what there could have been a number of things going on.
I
That
thought it was
maybe a
bad.
tiger died.
Yeah.
But
that's
here's
what I
my
was-
question: when they dug up the tigers, what is Joe supposed to do if a tiger dies? Of old age or whatever reason.
Or sickness, or he even says that
Yeah.
because he says that in the documentary in the jail cell. He's like, "What do you want me to do?" He's like, "If something gets sick, you got to put it out of its misery." It's not
Yeah.
inhumane.
So why are they making that like such a big deal
Oh,
of him
because-
burying?
Because that was just that lady's part
Well,
of her
was-
case to say the animal abuse. I mean, because that's
Yeah, because Carol's the type of lady that's gonna let him fucking suffer. The cold-hearted bitch.
Carol's sick.
Well, where's she gonna put her dead tigers?
in the ground.
In the trash?
Yeah, probably cremate them and use them as something like some sort of. What are you drinking? What do you got over there? What's going on? What's wrong?
Whiskey, that's all.
Oh, it looks gross. Yeah, you gotta go for the Mick Ultras, bro.
I've been drinking good stuff for like a week, and now I'm switching to the cheap stuff, so I don't drink all the good stuff.
But I think the best thing we can take away from this documentary is that you just gotta fucking fake it all. You just have to fake everything, and you'll be okay for a certain period of time.
For a little
I mean,
while.
I mean, look at the dude down in Myrtle Beach, fucking
For about
chilling.
15 years.
This guy's been going for 30 years, dude. He's
Well,
on
he's not really
TV.
faking it though, Dan. That guy's kind of legit. Like
Well,
he's
he
got a
works.
whole setup.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
works with Hollywood. I mean, he's a Hollywood.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's legit, and he's also fucking probably killing a bunch of baby cubs.
Well, he might be killing them, but what I mean is that like he has, he's making people pay $600. He has an awesome facility. I mean, he's got awesome staff. He's got people. I mean, he's got the whole setup.
No, it's like legitimate. It's definitely
Yeah.
legitimate.
It's not like Joe, man. If you went to Joe, you'd be like, dude, this looks like some backyard freaking chicken farmer.
Dude, when that lady got her fucking arm ripped off, I still can't get over
Oh
that
my
shit.
goodness.
She was back a week later, dude. A week later, she's back out there working.
And then they're like, well, we can keep your arm, but it's going to take a while for you to get all your nerves back. And she was just like, cut it off.
Yeah, like fucking savage. All for the.
I would never have done that. I would have
I
went
think-
to try to keep it.
Okay, so if you had kids, which you do, so if one of the kids is like the hand, or they go away forever, what are you doing?
Well, the hand, but what do you
Okay.
mean? That's not her
That's-
situation.
That's what those were like her kids, man. She thought it was a good enough idea to reach her arm into a fucking tiger cage.
Well,
Which
if
is
they
complacency.
if they show anything about like the people that work there, it's
They
that
care about the tigers.
They care about the tigers. They're very dedicated to their work, and so I can almost understand. I mean, that's all they have. They're like a family of misfits. You know,
Yeah.
they're like a weird family, and I
No
can
one else would
respect.
take them.
I can respect that to a certain degree. I can understand that. Even like that one dude, the guy looked like a cracked out Michael Bay. Captain Ron, a crackhead Captain Ron.
Oh, you're talking about the dude with all? Well, they all have missing teeth.
The one
The
that's
guy with the long hair.
Yeah,
the
the
one
long
that's like
hair
the
and
leader,
the shades.
basically like the manager, basically.
Yeah,
Guy who actually runs the place.
yeah.
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 I mean, don't take that away from Joe. Joe ran shit. Okay, Joe ran shit.
he walked around. Ah!
And well, I mean,
With
if
this
he
damn
ran,
little gimp.
Making
And
fucking videos and
dude,
being
did you see his legs when he's laying on the bed that one time? They're literally this round. He has the skinniest damn legs.
Oh, it must be all that hard work he does.
I mean,
He's definitely not a pusher. He's definitely a taker.
oh, dude, when he's filming that promo for his fucking for running for governor and the tiger attacking him,
Oh, and he thinks
Like-
everyone's sprayed.
and he goes, "Oh, you motherfuckers! You ain't no one help me!" And he's just like, "Yeah, fuck you, dude. You been a dick." Like that's the reason why you don't treat misfits or like criminals like shit, right? Because they will be the last people, I guess.
Yeah, but Dan, they could have watched him get eaten. He could have got eaten there.
Just like Carol. And Carol's the one that goes, you know, it wasn't perfume that would make you would have to like throw anchovy fucking shit on them to like, you're like, really, Carol? Really?
Interesting.
Hmm.
Interesting.
I
that's
think
what
what happened,
isn't
she
that
just
what-
didn't feed the tigers. She didn't
Well,
feed them for a few days. Threw them in there.
Isn't that what Joe alleged that somebody put like sprayed cologne on his boots?
Yeah, but I think he was talking about like cologne from a female tiger. I think that's what they were indicating.
Oh, like a pheromone? You mean pheromone?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, do you think Joe's innocent? I think he sent that dude to go down there and kill her.
I think
Oh,
they all
yeah.
did. I think they were conspiring to do
I
it
think
together.
Jeff did too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what that dude pretty much just says that. And the guy who ends up working for the FBI, the fat, like money manager guy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he basically says, yeah. I mean, we're all,
And how the hell did Jeff get the other guy to come into business with them?
Oh, I don't know. They're all fucking corrupt, dude. But dude, I saw the best meme ever. The best meme was, I still don't know what fucking that dude sells in his store. Besides like that, it's like just like box fans and a fucking I don't know, like a little like parrot or something. There's like, what does he sell in there? The fuck does he have? It's hilarious.
Oh, that was actually another funny thing was just Joe's novelty shop, like basically the tourist store. For people that would come to the place. He's like sells like underwear and barbecue sauce and hot sauce and t-shirts.
Just, like, rebranded shit probably.
You
Like, he
get
just rips
a
the label
t-shirt.
off.
I got peed on by a tiger.
Hey,
Woo.
$10. That shit is like all the shit from the Walmart trucks. All the like the shit that like they take some hot sauce and barbecue sauce that's all expired.
Relabel it.
I've fucking got a feeling.
Yeah. Oh, he's been in his trailer, literally with his two junkie husbands, and they make barbecue sauce. What they do to
What
Bond.
did you think about his outfit?
I loved it.
I mean,
That's
he
the
is
best part.
kind of
He's
a
basically-
flashy.
He's
flashy
basically
guy.
Joe. He's basically Joe Dirt with some money. I mean,
Yeah.
Someone said it's like Joe. If you took Joe Dirt and somebody else and threw them together, that was who he would be. With Joe Dirt, I mean Joe Exotic. It's kind of one of those guys that I respect. I really do. I fucking love this guy because he is so full of shit and he still made it work, dude. He's been doing it for 25, 30, like by the seat of his pants, just ripping through life.
Well, because I think he was pretty sincere early on. It wasn't until those last couple of years where he like lost it, became a complete narcissist. As soon as he got any attention, like somebody's making a reality show about him, seems like that was like the beginning of the end of his like mental state.
He earned it.
He earned what?
Earned to be that way. Fuck these people, man. Joe Exotic getting put down by Carol Baskins for a long time, by PETA, people attacking him, burning down his crocodile place, which was really probably him. But we got business to do. Fucking Joe's a legend. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I became half as successful as Joe, okay, you've had a pretty fun life. You've been ripping, dude, doing math, fucking like marrying straight dudes. Like
my thing about Joe is how did he get these young guys? I mean, because the guys he got weren't like they didn't
that-
look,
well,
they
this-
were like well put together, especially, they weren't like misfits, the ones that he was, except for that one. But he was getting like young dudes to come in
young
and
hung.
basically marry him.
Well, yeah, especially like the guy from the very end, the one he was with
Yeah.
when he goes to jail. Like, he's like
Yeah.
a young skater mall kid.
And
Yeah.
he ain't getting shit from him.
I
At
think
the end.
I think he was. Well, I think they were. I mean, that kid looked. He seemed like he was actually like full on a gay guy.
That dude
Yes.
was probably really gay.
He
Yeah.
seemed like he was homosexual, but
But how does Joe get somebody like that? I mean, because Joe looks like this
Because he's-
raggedy old dude
Well-
that's been dragged through the freaking mud.
He's got that charisma. He's got that sexiness. You know, he's like,
that's also
listen,
pretty-
man, I have him. I just put kerosene on my face to fucking get out here, man. I'm fucking hot, ready to go.
I mean,
I fucking love Joe.
It's pretty common in gay culture for older men to date younger guys, just like
It's a sugar daddy.
I mean, yeah, when you have straight people like that, it's usually like a well-off older guy with a
Joe's
younger
not well
girl.
off, dude.
No,
Joe's
I know,
in the
but, yeah,
freaking-
but you got to think about men. Think about they're gay, Michael, but they're men, so they have the same mentality you do about shit. So you got to think about that. Now, if you
Yeah.
applied your mentality towards fucking dudes,
No, Sean, I get this, but how does the gay dude, the younger one, how does he think it's a good idea to be with
Well-
this freaking old dude that has nothing? At that
Well-
point, Joe had
well,
nothing.
'cause I think he could probably talk. He's probably full of shit. They wouldn't know. And I think the other two guys, I think he basically was through drugs.
Yeah, the other two I could see, but the last one,
Well, I
I
would
mean,
say,
Joe's getting like young dudes.
yeah, but you got to think that at least the last one, I think even the other one, the one that shot himself, the last guy though is probably because like a documentary crew's like hanging around, like this could be a big deal. He'll get notoriety, telling he's like, hey man, they've been, like he probably bullshit him like, hey yeah, man, they have all this footage of me. They're gonna make a reality TV show. We're gonna be
Yeah,
okay,
and
baby.
he's running for governor.
Yeah, or but like that was all a little bit later. But dude, when I don't know if Joe's that good of an actor though, but that Thanksgiving when he cooks that big Thanksgiving meal for everyone of like rotting meat, and he goes outside it's right after that dude kills himself. He legit seemed fucked up, like he
was.
seemed really sad. But people were saying, nah, that's an act, dude.
I
That's
don't think
all
so.
fake.
No, that seemed pretty sincere. I mean,
He's like, you
Well,
told me to fucking
I mean,
do fucking
he-
do."
yeah, but he's like that's the thing. Like Joe Exotic is deluded. Like he has delusions of grandeur, and so even though like on a subconscious level he understands that he's like manipulating these guys, he chooses not to see it that way, and he chooses to think that they love him and that
But
they're like happily married. That's a choice on his part, even though because he was probably aware of all the other stuff that was going on because it was such a small little community of weirdos. Like he probably knew about it, but he
I
just didn't
guess.
care. He's delusional.
I
like-
could love Joe.
I mean,
could
just,
love Joe.
even you just look at the money that he spends on his music videos, like all
so
that kind of
sick.
stuff.
Where does he get it, dude? Like he must just, and this is the thing I don't get
And he
from
sells
the other guy.
tigers for like $3,000. He's probably had 180 tigers. You know how many little
Oh, I know.
kittens he's having?
Oh yeah, that's true.
He's the guy to buy a tiger from. You get a tiger for $2,000 from Joe.
You need a tiger, man. I got a tiger.
No
guy.
paperwork.
He's tiger.
Yeah, and that was
He's
one of the
a
things in
tiger.
the documentary. There was just like not a lot of information on where tigers were going, but there was. I think that's interesting. Then why is the dude in Myrtle Beach killing all these tigers? Why doesn't he just sell them?
Because he doesn't want to deal with getting rid of them and doing that whole business because there is a track record to it. And he doesn't need the money.
Yeah. I think it's probably a little hard too. I mean, that's a pretty niche market.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
tiger market. I mean, there are eccentric people out there.
Are you
obviously, that
telling me
wanna
though,
buy
really?
Tigers, but
Really though, is it that niche?
Yeah.
How much does it cost to feed a kid a year?
Like,
10,000?
Well, it costs like $15,000 to have a kid.
Okay, you get a tiger. It's cheaper. It's more, it's more efficient. So you get
Yeah.
a tiger instead of having a kid. You're good. $10,000. Or you can go back to Walmart and be like, "Hey, Joe, I'll take all your expired meat for my tiger," and then you
yeah,
raise
hey,
it for free.
I own a tiger. You know what's crazy? Although I did not know that it was like completely illegal to own a tiger. Like, there's really no laws in the books.
Yeah,
in
I
the
didn't know
United
that
States to say that you can't own a wild animal like that. Just because you could, you make the argument that's a danger to your community.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
I mean, that's like a public nuisance type thing. You're like, Dude, if one of my neighbors owned a fucking tiger, I would be like, what the fuck? I'd be pretty pissed.
Would you?
What if I
Really?
owned a tiger and
Yeah.
I just swam in the
Yeah,
pool with
I
it?
have a fucking 2-year-old kid. Do you think
Okay.
what happens if that tiger's gonna get out?
Okay. That
No,
sounds like a
it's friendly.
fucking. That's
What
America,
happens if
baby.
the dog gets out?
It's America, baby.
I think dogs are slightly more manageable
No, I mean,
than a
if a dog,
600-pound tiger.
dude, listen, your kid's 2 years old. He's fucked. If it's a cat or a big ass tiger, it don't matter. Like it don't matter. 2-year-old kid.
You're
dude, a fucking
telling. Let me ask.
decent-sized dog. 100-pound dog's gonna
Dan-
fuck up
Dan,
anything.
you're sad and lonely. And you have no one. Michael,
Yeah.
What?
I'm just fucking with you. Michael, so you okay? You got kids at your
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
You got another kid on the way. Would you feel comfortable if your neighbor, like your direct neighbor, owned a fucking tiger in his
Yeah, but there
backyard?
has to be like a legit cage, right?
No.
This dude's not on a stake or anything.
Nobody's saying if there's no
I would not be
stipulation-
okay with that. If there was a tiger, I would put up a fence, and
Have a
I
gun.
would definitely love to look at it on the roof, but I would be putting up a fence.
Might could be up there. Gary, take it out again, man. We want to see it.
I'm gonna
Fourth
look
of
at
July,
it through.
this is bullshit.
I'm
No,
gonna look
I
at
would
it
be a
through the
little
scope of
concerned.
My rifle.
But when I was younger, when I was like 18, I literally wanted the tiger. I was like one of the guys that
Yeah, you
Mike,
could have
you
been
were,
Joe
you were
Exotic.
you were literally crazy though. You lived in the woods.
yeah,
I'm just
but I wanted the tiger. You know, I was like, man, one day I'm gonna own a freaking tiger and I'm gonna put it in my
Okay.
backyard and I'm
Here we
gonna have
go.
a
So
giant
this
fence.
is why you liked it so much because you're like living this
This
fantasy.
is great. All right, Mike, hold on. So, Mike, if you would have had, let's just say randomly somehow you ended up in Oklahoma and you had a chance at that age, 18, 19 years old, to work on the tiger farm.
Yeah, I was
with
actually
Joe,
going to ask him the same thing earlier.
Would you fucking do it for $100?
At that time, yeah, I would have done it, but I probably would have left after a little while if they got too crazy because there was just like things in there that were kind of really.
Do you
Yeah, but
think,
would
do
you-
you ever fucked one?
Maybe if I got into heavy drugs, then I
Yeah.
could see that. But I would have definitely taken the opportunity. I
And
would
you
have been
wanna
like,
do
yeah,
it?
it's such a cool opportunity.
you
to
wanna
work with
take a summer?
tigers.
Want to take a summer? See if it's down there in Oklahoma still, dude.
No,
Rip
I'm
down
good
there?
now. I got my wits about me now.
I might go do it, guys.
You
Just go
would.
down
Too.
there.
I mean, there was.
I would. I would do it for a
I
summer.
don't
Go
think-
down there and chill.
Even during my most impulsive period, I don't think I ever would have.
Why would
Why?
you not go work with tigers, dude?
That just has no. I have zero interest in working
That's
with
your- and
animals.
that's-
Period.
That's your fucking problem. Okay.
That's your
That's
problem.
why.
You don't love tigers.
I mean,
Shaun, I would have been the dude with the long hair, freaking making videos rolling around with tigers.
Would you play games like and see like how long
Alright,
it would take
alright,
before they
serious
shit and
question.
piss all over your bed?
serious question.
Maybe. No, but I would have played. I would have done it. Definitely,
Okay.
I would have done it.
What would
yeah,
you be more
baby
afraid of?
tigers are adorable. I mean, yes.
What would you be more afraid of? Your next door neighbor having a bear, or a fucking tiger?
Oh,
Oh,
tiger.
bear.
What?
Really? I
Yeah,
would say a
fucking
bear.
tiger, 100%.
Dude, bears don't eat meat that much. Tigers only
Yeah.
eat meat.
Yeah, that's a big. That's a
Tell
big reason.
that to Grizzly Man.
Did you guys see that shit I sent you the other day with the bear
What?
Yeah.
on Instagram?
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, the dude that was on the snowmobile, Mike, got his face smacked off.
No, how?
I sent it to you.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, dude, it's crazy.
No, that said video unavailable. I couldn't
yeah.
see it.
You know, I
Oh.
saw the actually I saw the still frame of it, and then when I clicked to play the video, it was no longer available.
Oh, dude, that shit was insane. This dude was hunting or
because they
whatever.
know some sick fucks like you.
Well, I
spreading
mean, I
this
gotta-
around innocent websites like Instagram.
I was literally just sitting there. I was like, got it from my buddy. He's like, hey, dude, just beware. It's really graphic. And it's the same thing I said. I'm like, hey, just like, it's graphic. Just let you know. And dude, when you fucking open this shit up and it's a dude sitting there, there's a dead ass bear thing. Must be fucking 500-600 pounds, easy, maybe bigger. It's a huge ass bear sitting next to snowmobile, snow everywhere. And then it zooms in a little bit more, and then it zooms up super close, and the dude's face is gone. And he's talking. It's a video. He's like, and he's like conscious and everything, and he only has one eye left, like a
Ugh.
little bit of his eye. Like, and dude, you can see the cavity of his face.
Okay.
Ugh,
like
it's disgusting.
everything.
I don't need to
It was-
see that.
It looked like shredded beef was like just like
Okay,
gone.
so why would you
Thank-
want to live next door to a
Okay.
bear?
I
so
would.
here's
That's what
here's-
that's what I would rather live. They're usually not as dangerous, but
here's my point, Shaun. If you live next to a bear, a tiger can literally jump like 9 feet.
Yeah,
probably more than that, man. Who
And
fucking
a
knows?
tiger, when they get angry, dude, they're faster and they're more agile than a freaking bear.
You're fucked.
If a tiger comes at you, Sean,
Oh
you're
yeah,
fucked.
for sure.
If a bear comes at you, you
got a
might be able to
chance.
dodge and roll, and you might be able to get it. But a tiger, man,
You're like
not getting
fucking,
away from that.
You're like Link in like the Ocarina of Time, the old Nintendo 64 thing. Just ha ha ha. It's just that roll move. Oh,
Wow, that shows your age.
And bears don't eat. Bears aren't going to eat meat all the time. They eat a lot of berries and stuff.
They only eat meat as like and fish and shit.
yeah,
when
I've
it's like
seen
that.
Jungle Book, buddy. I've seen Jungle Book.
No. That's true though. They're they're omnivores. They like if they have the ability to eat more plant life, they will. Meat's more like okay, dude. Like if there's nothing else on the table,
And
I
a
guess.
tiger, man. Let's say a tiger kills his owner, and then it tastes the blood of a human in like 2 weeks. We don't know.
Have you not seen that movie from the 90s?
And that thing's getting hungry, Sean. And you have a freaking picket fence that's 6 feet. It's leaping over and it's coming to eat you. Where
Yeah,
a bear
I know.
will just go around
I know.
and munch on
This
some
is-
grass.
This is what I was trying to say earlier about not wanting to live next door to somebody with a fucking tiger.
I agree.
And Michael, you're over here like, oh, let's build a fence. Tough shit, buddy.
You're the fucking guy that was saying you'd rather have a fucking bear next door or a tiger next door than a bear.
Oh, maybe I misheard you. No, I'd rather have a tiger next door. No, a
That's-
bear next door, rather.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say I'd rather have a fucking bear.
I'd rather have a bear too.
Yeah. Plus,
I gotta go to the bathroom.
okay, go pee. But it's oh look at that, he even muted. Mike's learning, dude. Mike's learning. He muted it. So we don't hear the-
Semi-pro.
I mean, that's pretty big. That's a pretty big step.
It's a
Pretty
pretty,
big step.
it's a pretty wild step. So,
Oh, just hold on before we continue. Before he comes back, 'cause I know there's some things that just hold that question. Unless this is
yeah,
for me.
no. Yeah, we should save the
Oh,
Tiger King question.
I'm just saying, dude. I've been watching The Outsider. Pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty fucking good.
I finished it. I was watching.
I
it.
am on 4.
Okay.
It's
Well,
good.
maybe when you're done with it, maybe we could do an episode because I would
Yeah.
like to talk about that. So,
I would too. It's good so far. So
the first
There's
two
many-
episodes
many-
are fucking incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Jason Bateman, like the way
Oh, I know.
he directed him, and he's
Yep.
in it. But he was so. Not only was his performance great, the direction was incredible.
yeah,
It was awesome.
Really, I'm not gonna lie. Just as like a mini preview, people. So if you're listening to the middle episode, sorry, but it is what it is. Might gotta go pee. So while we're doing this, I don't know. I don't know what to think yet. I'm halfway through about, and I'm like, it's the first. You're right. The first 2 episodes were, I was drawn in. This is really good. Now I'm kind of like, am I getting Stephen King right now? I might be getting Stephen King. I feel like I'm about to get Stephen King. But all right, here he is. Here he is, the professional, Michael Exotic. I wonder what would Michael.
What?
Sean's got a question for us, but before Sean asks that question, what would you, if you could go right now? So tigers are kind of like expensive and crazy. Would you ever get like another type of exotic animal that is not as maybe high maintenance, or like what would you see yourself raising other than a tiger, maybe? Because we're already talking about tigers.
Well, I could definitely see myself. It depending on the type of lifestyle I had, but I would want some kind of cool.
With the same lifestyle you have now, kids and everything, what would you do?
Well,
How about a lemur?
nothing. I don't want any kind of exotic animal at the moment.
What about a ferret? Is a ferret considered an exotic
Yeah,
animal?
fucking Jonathan had one. That shit was fucking
Yeah.
wild.
No,
Yeah,
at the
fucking
moment, I
crawled
just
in
want.
my-
I
crawled my
just, dogs are fine at the moment. I mean, dogs are pretty cool. Cats are kind of weird, dude. Cats are kind of like.
I do not like cats.
Well, that's what you're getting if you get a tiger. It's just a giant size.
I don't know, dude.
But my favorite animal is Siberian tiger. Dude,
The Siberian
dude.
tiger?
Yeah, Siberian tiger
Is that
from
bigger
Russia.
is that the bigger than the Bengal tiger?
Yeah, it's bigger. Okay. There
Is
was
that,
this,
is that still around?
yeah, there's like
Nuh-uh.
there's yeah, in Russia, in Siberia.
Oh, go ahead. Cool.
So they made this documentary about this Siberian tiger who's famous, and
Okay.
there was a hunter that went out and tried to kill this thing. And this freaking tiger, and the tiger knew. This tiger stalked this guy for like 2 weeks.
Oh.
And he was outside of his freaking, they had footprints of him outside of his little cabin in the woods. And eventually, when this guy went out to go back into town, this tiger fucked him up.
It legit chased him for that long?
Yeah, stalked
Dude,
him for like 2
they're-
weeks.
They're on the hunt, dude. They're both hunting each other.
That's how smart
most-
they are.
The most dangerous game, my friend.
There's only ever been one guy that filmed a Siberian tiger in the wild. And this dude was from Japan, dude. He sat out in the woods in Siberia
it had to be an Asian dude. 'Cause
for
they're
80
fucking-
days in the
They got-
same location and
So they got
pooped
discipline.
and ate nuts and rice. And he just sat there and filmed for 80 days
Wow.
And-
in a little
that's-
hole in the
That's
mountain.
incredible. That's
Yeah,
incredible. There's really
PBS documentary.
That's the only footage they have of
At that
it?
time when that was made, that was a few
okay,
years
okay.
ago.
Yeah, because nowadays you could at least probably get drones and shit and go out there and.
Nuh-uh. This motherfucker's from Russia,
What guy?
northeast China, and far east Russia.
Who?
Why are you
The
shocked?
fucking Siberian
what do you-
tiger?
Yeah, what do you think they called a Siberian tiger?
I mean, I get it, motherfucker. I'm just saying, like,
I
didn't know that, Dan?
a nickname.
Crazy.
I call it snow tiger.
how
What
did
are
they
you talking
survive?
about?
How did they survive up there?
No, Dan, there's like deer and stuff they eat.
I know, but they're just fuck. That's crazy. When
Yeah,
I think
they're
of
big.
tiger, dude,
There's-
I think of jungle. I think of humid. It's hot. You know, they're up with the
No, that's a
jaguars
Bengal
and shit.
tiger. Now, the Siberian tiger, it's been mainly killed off by poachers. What they do is they put some kind of gun in the ground, and then the tiger steps on a clamp, and then the gun shoots it. And they sell them to China they use them for medicine and all kinds of stuff. Chinese love it for ancient medicines, and they get like $5,000 to $10,000 a tiger if they shoot and kill one from Siberia. But it's illegal. You're not allowed to do it.
Damn, they average 700 pounds. Oh, they're bigger than Bengal tigers.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty.
That's why
crazy.
I was saying they can range up to 900 pounds. Like a Siberian tiger, Dan,
Yeah.
that thing is fucking big, man. That thing,
Man,
You don't
down
wanna
in the
mess with that.
snowdrift, okay? You got this thing bearing down at you. You might as well just start drop to your knees and start
I mean,
praying to God.
but just think how
smart.
smart that animal is to hunt somebody for 2 weeks and stalk them.
Lions are like that too. In Africa, I mean, occasionally they have problems with lions that like coming in and out of populated areas, stealing kids out of windows and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy shit. That's what you ever see the movie Ghost in the Darkness?
Yeah.
That's a true story,
Yeah.
and that's what.
Okay.
No, but
Dan.
have you ever
that's
seen
not-
the movie Ghost in the Darkness?
Yes, I have with
No.
Val Kilmer. Yeah.
Yeah,
That is
Dan, this guy
that
had
is
a journal. I think-
100% true story.
Yeah, that's not that true though. There's a lot of shit that's fake in that movie.
Obviously, they took
Yeah,
liberties,
a
but
fucking
the
a lion ate like a couple people once.
Yes.
Dan,
Yeah.
there's a
Wow,
documentary. It's either on Amazon or Netflix that I watched about 2
Fucking
months
send
ago.
it. Send it, Mike.
I will,
Send it.
about that Siberian tiger
I'm excited.
hunting that person.
It's
They're
legit.
scared of them in Russia. They know up there. They're
I would be
Mike's
scared
like
too.
that serious. No, listen, just don't be a pussy. Carry a shotgun. You'll be fine. Okay. Some
no,
slugs.
Dan. These things are fast, man. They come out of nowhere
You
and
know,
they blend in.
Hear them.
They're orange.
No,
and
you would
black.
actually be shocked of how much they blend in.
But they're
to,
what do they
like,
roll
the-
around in the snow? And
They just blend in with the trees. They're stripes.
I guess that's true. That is
You'd be
true. The
shocked.
stripe pattern.
That's
stripe pattern.
literally that's nature is how they've evolved to survive.
I mean, I get it. I would just say, dude, carry a fucking, big ass gun. You'll be fine. 50 cal, fucking good. Something. No, I mean, you'll put some hurting on it. It might scare it. You know?
No, I love Siberian tiger. That's my favorite animal, Siberian tiger.
So you would, if someone was like, hey, dude, listen, I got a Siberian tiger. We just want a whole litter of puppies. That's the trade. Like a whole litter of puppies. for a
400
Siberian
no, a
tiger.
whole litter of kittens.
$400, you could have the Siberian tiger.
But you're
I
not
wouldn't do
breeding
it. I have no room for that thing. Oh, dude, have you guys seen the video of the freaking Bengal tiger? There's a guy in India, and he's like, "Ta," and he's riding an elephant, and he's
Smacking
walking in the deep grass, and he sees a freaking tiger, and he takes out his whip and he tries to hit it, and the thing jumps up over the freaking elephant's head and grabs the guy.
Sick. Dude, we live in America. America's the best, bro. Honestly, like, we may be on quarantine, we may be on lockdown, but you ain't got to worry about fucking tigers unless all the tigers, dude. Like, honestly, if you guys wanted to do it, I'm down. We release all the tigers in America. We just let them out into the wild. See what happens. Just play it by ear. Maybe we could have some cool shit happen. Like, we could be more like India. Could you imagine just being, like, afraid all the time? It
No.
makes life interesting. It would make
Life-
life interesting.
Life is already terrifying. I don't need fucking tigers.
Yeah, we're not really set up like India too. I think we'd be fine here for the most part, unless you're out in the woods like.
Because we
taking a
would
hike.
see them coming down in
No.
South Carolina. I'd be good. You'd be good in Alabama. Florida
We
people
really
are crazy.
no. We released them all in like San Francisco, L.A.
Oh, this is part
homeless
of
population.
your anti-SJW scheming.
I mean, honestly, not a bad idea, right? You guys love animals, PETA, right? PETA, and you just release them in all their facilities. That's what you do. And then,
all right. Well, now that we're done game theorizing about what it would be like to
Just saying.
the Siberian Tigers. So what do you guys think about Carol Baskin? Now, we haven't really talked. We've touched on her a little bit. Now, do we think she killed her husband?
I'm not sure. For
We
me,
think-
I'm not sure.
I'm 100% yes. That bitch killed her husband. Dan, how do you not sure, Dan? Dan, think about this. Think
Mike's
about
been
the
watching
evidence.
Joe Exotic videos for 2 years.
I mean,
Oh, listen,
how
I've
do
been
you-
studying this.
How do you not? Where does this guy go? He just disappears.
Yeah.
He has a letter of he wanted to put a restraining order against her.
Yeah.
I mean, he has that set
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
And then she disappeared. She fed him to a tiger.
I mean,
100%.
Wasn't there something with the septic tank too? Like,
Maybe, but I think she fed him to a tiger. I would have if I did that.
I mean, yeah, you don't feed them for a couple days and you knock them
Yeah.
out, whatever, and put them in there, shoot them. It wouldn't even matter, really.
I mean,
Well, I think, but you don't think that all the stuff they brought up towards the end, because that's the thing about these documentaries. All these Netflix documentaries do this. They set
wait
up
till the end.
these mysteries, and then they kind of reveal to you more and more information as you go, and it's never as crazy as it's first presented. So it's a little dishonest in the way that they do it, but once you find out about her husband, Howard Baskin, like, he is a wild man. Like, he's out there fucking in bush planes, flying, below the radar and going down to South America. Like, he's doing his own fucking weird shit. It's not out of the realm of possibility that he killed himself or got killed while in South America or something like that.
While he was planning to divorce his wife.
Well,
while he had that allegation against her.
I have a question. If you were going to divorce your wife, Shaun, okay, would you go? Do you think you would have a few conversations about it before it happened? Maybe you might have a conversation.
No, I don't. I have no idea.
But you know what I mean. Like, you would not just wake up tomorrow. I'm like,
Yeah, but
you've been
he
feeling
was-
a certain way.
Well, dude, he was already the type of guy to ditch for months at a time
Well,
and go
'cause
live
then
with
once-
his other girlfriends. What are
Once
you
it gets
talking
worn
about?
out, the guy knows what he's got to do.
Yeah,
He's gotta
but
move
Sean,
on.
so you're thinking that the whole van wasn't suspicious to you,
What's the
Oh,
van?
and then
no,
her
I'm
getting
not-
pulled over at 3 a.m. in the morning that same day.
Sure.
Damn, Mike, you have
I think-
photographic memory when it comes to this fucking shit. Like, I'm
He
so
did it to win it,
shocked.
man.
Mike didn't look at his phone once. He closed it, shut it off.
No, Dan, I binge watched this. I'm gonna watch this again. This lady needs to go to jail. This lady, criminal, man. Sean, he killed him.
I think she maybe she paid somebody to do something, or she knows more than she's letting on. I think that seemed kind of obvious. But whether or not she actually did the deed or fed him to the tigers, I have no idea.
And she even put her
Sean.
fucking new husband on that chain.
She's a very like, who she reminded me of was Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, dude, that's a really good. Like, her eyes. It's her eyes.
She got that Clinton vibe.
that low.
Clearly a
grade
murderer.
Clinton. Yeah.
I don't know how you guys do not see that.
She looked like your mom, Mike. I don't know what are you talking about?
Get your mom eyes, dude. No.
I mean, how have you? But like, seriously, how did you not put that? Like, obviously, she killed him for his money, and she didn't want to lose because he was going to leave her with nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, because they have that whole thing about
prenup and shit.
Yeah, we're gonna.
She clearly had a motive.
I do. I think she had a motive.
And wasn't there like a life insurance policy too? And there was
Oh,
$20
well, no.
million or something around a stake.
Yeah.
No, they were just there was a provision in his will about what? About who had power of attorney. But
Yes.
she was able to go get the paperwork before
And
anybody
change it.
else could get it, and then nobody knows what the actual paperwork was. And then whatever she presented might not have been the actual what was really actually
I
there.
mean, honestly, congrats to Carol Baskins, defeating misogyny and the abuse of animals.
And Sean, this lady clearly wanted the husband that she could control.
Oh
If you
yeah,
look
and
at her
that guy-
next husband.
Well, that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
funny thing. Her next husband looks like the dude that died, Howard.
but a cut.
But he's like, yeah, he's like a pussy version.
Yeah.
He's not
Oh,
the
okay.
Maverick. He's not the bush flying, plane
No.
flying, tiger loving, South American girl fucking Maverick like Howard was. Howard
Yeah,
was
yeah,
a man's
because
man.
he was fucking a legend. That
Seems
man
like he went
deserved
a
to
little-
own Tigers.
Seems like he hit like his late 40s and went crazy.
Yeah,
I
he,
didn't-
made a lot of money.
Well, because he had like a wife and a family, and then he meets this Carol girl, and after that, he's like
She's 19.
becomes
She's
like
got
a
the trot.
wild becomes like a
Fucking
wild
right.
man.
Dude,
I'm
how
gonna
the
tell you
heck?
right now, I'm gonna do
It was
that,
so
dude.
strange how they met.
Where did they meet at like a bar or something?
No, she was walking on the side of the road and he pulled up, and he was
Oh,
just like, "Hey."
she was like
He
16.
said,
Didn't her parents have to
look
sign?
No,
Like the
no,
marriage
she was
certificate or
married. She
Yeah,
was
she was
married.
She was married already. Yeah, yeah.
She was married and she had an affair with Harold or whatever. And she got into a fight with her husband. And then she left the house and was walking down the street. And he pulled up and he was like, "Hey, what's wrong?"
Hold
and
on,
then,
Donald.
and then he was like, "Here, you can get in the car." And she's like, "No." And he's like, "Here's my gun. You can point it at me."
Yeah.
And she held it and pointed at him the whole time.
And then
They had an affair,
Howard.
dude.
Honestly, that would turn me on a little bit.
What did you guys think of the picture though of her
uh,
holding her
uh,
husband by the leash and he's sitting there
Oh
like
my
this?
god! Yeah, that
I
is
think.
such.
Well,
cock.
what are you doing for your wedding photos? I mean, come on. You should be like, babe, Maritza, call me Tiger Boy. Call me
Yeah.
the Tiger King. Get some face paint. You know how they do it at the fair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paint your face like a tiger. You should
Yeah.
do that.
I fucked a chick.
I would
that did
pay
that shit.
you at least $20 if you did that on your wedding day. You paint your face like a tiger, like a Siberian tiger, and you put like a crown on.
Oh,
Oh,
my
I'll do it
God, yeah.
after at the reception. Why not?
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do it.
And Mike, we get Mike up there and nothing but his whitey tighties.
Dude, we
He's
should
fucking great.
next time we're all together, we should dress up like Tiger Boys and then send our picture to Joe Exotic in jail.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
that was
that
Like
was
literally
fucking
get in
awesome.
we could all get in tidy whities and be like Tiger Boys.
Dude, you guys do know
Hey,
that
we could
they're
have
making-
somebody
They're making
jerk
a
off to
season
us.
2 right now. They're working
What?
on season 2 right now.
I saw an article where the headline was, "Can there be a season 2 of Joe Exotic?"
They're working on it.
Tiger King.
They need
I
to.
They can if his whatever happens with his court case. If anything happens with it, they have a season 2.
Dude,
right?
if he gets out and then he kills Carol Baskins anyway, he's like, put me back in. That would be
Well,
sick.
even with Jeff, I want to find out what the hell's going on with Jeff and all his Tigers.
Well, he's up for indictment on something. He's probably gonna go to jail or is in jail.
Oh,
That's-
he is.
That's the way they leave it at the end of the documentary.
Oh.
That he's up for something because his wife is pregnant. They also all these cat people. They got these like weird sex lives. These weird.
Yeah,
sex
they do.
I'm into it, honestly. It's got to
What,
I
you
know,
want like multiple like
you're
that?
I would. I could see myself being like that, kind of a free-spirited, free-floating, kind of doing whatever the fuck I want.
Tap
Like,
out,
that sounds
affliction,
awesome.
bandanas, biker
I mean, no,
boots.
that is the ultimate man's dream. I have a friend, Solomon, and we were talking, we're like, dude, we could, because he was talking about the dude in South Carolina, and he goes, dude, this guy's figured it out. Like, this guy has, like, the best life. Honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, if I could go down there and I could be his apprentice and become a doctor of mysticism as well and take his position, I would do it.
Damn,
And
he
I'll-
has a son.
Huh?
You got to get rid of the son.
Well, that's season 2 of Tiger King, okay? We'll get there.
Dan enters the scene. Enter from stage left.
This
Daniel-
this balding, almost 30-year-old single man shows up to the ranch one day.
Listen, Dan, your hair's looking good, buddy. Don't you?
You know,
Yeah, it is.
dare to
no,
dream.
I
I think Joe Exotic would probably marry you.
yeah. I mean,
Maybe
it's
you probably
like,
have to shave. I think you would have to shave your face because that is some Grizzly Adams shit you got going on.
yeah. I mean, it's
but-
quarantine. Who cares? I
You
shaved my balls today just for shits and gigs.
Oh,
as
dude, I
was
shaved
bored.
I shall have shaved my balls too.
Mike, do you shave?
I
your
did
balls?
that the other day.
You do shave? You don't?
Oh, yeah, dude. I don't go here.
Yeah. You shave the taint too?
What's that?
The part between your under your ball sack to your butthole.
Yeah, I shaved that.
Okay.
That's got to go.
Yeah.
Gotta-
What about do you ever look at your butthole and just be like, damn?
I can't look at it, Dan. That's too far.
No, what?
Dan's like, well, oh no,
You don't have a mirror. You
all
can't
you
just
need-
bend over and stretch. Like,
all
come
you
on.
need is 3 mirrors, and you put them up.
No.
I'll tell you later. I'll tell you off.
just-
I'll tell you offline. I'll tell you
You
offline.
just take a picture. Of your
Oh, yeah,
butthole.
that's true. You
What
could
are
do that.
guys talking
Well,
about?
no, I've
Wait,
never done
wait.
that. To be
Hold on.
honest.
Pause.
What?
You have you taken a picture of your
Absolutely.
butthole with your phone?
Absolutely.
Why are you that curious?
I just want to see what's going on, dude. Like, technology gives me the ability to discover new things, and I decided to see. Because I hadn't looked at my butthole since I was probably like, who hasn't looked at their butthole before?
I never have.
I don't know.
You've
if I
never
have.
looked?
I've never looked.
I remember one time I looked, it was like, I don't know how old I was. It was probably 12, 13, 14. Because my butt was getting hairy a little bit, and I was getting worried. And I touched my ass crack, and I was going down. I was like, dude, what the fuck?
I've
Like,
never done
you know
that
what I mean?
either.
You've never touched your ass crack? You got no hair on your ass crack?
No, I do, but I've never like felt where the hole is. Is that what you're saying?
No. I was touching my ass crack, and I felt more hair than that was normally there. You know what I mean? When you're going through puberty and shit. Come on, you guys didn't fucking touch your ass and be like, dude, I'm getting a little hairy down there.
No, I didn't do that
I
personally.
mean, I don't know how exploratory I got. I don't,
No, but then I was like, yo, dude, what does my butthole look like? Because I was like, is it covered by hair? What's going on? So I bent over, I took a peek, dude. I took a little peek. And I spread my cheeks.
Something tells me that you would fit right in at Tiger Ranch.
I would,
Mm.
I would, dude. Honestly, if me and Joe, dude, like hung out, you know what I'm saying?
You'd be like,
I would-
yeah, buddy. I used to take pictures of my butthole all the time.
No,
I
but
would-
Dan, how would you act with Joe? Would you act serious, or would you try to fool him, or would you just be straight up? How would you?
I'd be straight up with Joe. I'd be like, listen,
What-
Joe,
what would
this
you
is
be
what's gonna
like?
happen. I'd be like, listen, Joe, if we're gonna be
What if
together,
he yelled at you and he got mad?
one, that's not gonna fucking happen. I'll rip that little fucking thing out of his face, up by his eyebrows, little eyebrow piercing, rip it out. No, but I would definitely be like, listen, dude, I'm the dom, you're the sub, I'm fucking you, you're not fucking me. That's just how this is gonna go.
No,
Suck
Dan.
your dick once a month. This is how this is gonna go. I don't swallow, but maybe snowball. We might be able to spit back and forth a little bit. Get kind of gross, you know?
No. Seriously, how would you handle him? What would
Well,
you do
how-
like if
handle
you
what?
honestly
Handle
met
what?
Joe?
Like, oh, you mean not in a relationship? Like if I met Joe,
No. Well, why would you be in a relationship with him? I'm talking
I'm-
real life
I
here,
got-
not
'cause that's-
fantasy.
I'm
Dan-
$10,000 in credit card debt, and I
Yeah.
need this shit to pay it off.
This
dude.
is
real
exactly
life.
where Dan's mind goes immediately to.
I would.
Oh,
suck
I'm gonna
dick
get
for money.
Dan's like, oh, I just assumed I'd marry him.
I would suck dick for money or tiger blood. One of the two.
No, Dan. If you just went to Joe and you're like, "Hey, I want a job," and then he was like, had the morning meetings, and he's like, "Deegan, you're gonna earn some respect here."
Yeah, and I'll
Yeah.
be like, you know what, dude? I've been yelled at by bigger faggots than you, so I will.
And would you listen to him and stuff? Like, how would
I
you
mean,
act around him?
I mean, listen, dude. I'm the type of dude that really doesn't have to care because I'm living the dream of America right now. And if the guy was just straight up yelling at me, I mean, it's my job, right? I can take.
Yeah.
I can get yelled at and not give a shit. I've been
Okay.
doing it forever, you know. Now he comes up to me and he starts saying some shit personal. Bitch is about to get smacked because this is real life. Like, he wants to come up and he's like, you fucking heterosexual piece of shit. You can't work around here. And I'll be like, huh? And then Cowabunga kick him to the face. That's it.
Cowabunga kick him out.
Yeah, Cowabunga.
What did you guys think about his little cane?
Oh yeah, that was interesting because he had it sometimes. He didn't have it others.
Yeah, I wonder if that was a tiger injury. They never said.
I wonder if it's more of a play. Like he's kind of playing it up sometimes. I wonder.
That's what I thought.
Oh, you think so?
I don't know.
Maybe.
That's
There was times
Seemed pretty
Dude,
legit.
he's fucking jumping up on tables and shit. Like giving
Yeah, but you don't-
speeches.
Yeah, but I mean, those things flare up though. It's not sometimes. It's not always doesn't always hurt as much as it does
Oh,
other
I know.
times.
That guy
but where do you
ridiculous.
think it
I mean,
came
you got
from?
you got radiculopathy. You know all about this, and you're over here calling this man a liar, an actor.
I
How
would
dare you.
I would fuck Joe, but out of respect.
Dan, no, you wouldn't.
I would. Do
No,
it.
you would not, Dan.
I would.
So, Dan,
Dude,
you're
like-
openly admitting right now that
I would
you
fuck
are
Joe
bisexual.
Put your
I would-
hand on the
no,
LFA.
I'm
and
not
swear.
I'm not bisexual, but I would fuck Joe Exotic.
That you're bisexual.
Just no. Like, listen, would I suck?
Fluid.
Would I suck Brad Pitt's dick? Probably.
For why?
Probably. Just to
For
say.
what
I did.
reason?
Just to say I did.
It's
Like,
a
it's
sign
not
of
even a
it's
sexual
not
thing.
it's not sexual, just respect.
Yeah, it's kind of like, dude, like Tom Brady. If Tom Brady was like, listen, let me impregnate your wife, are you gonna cuck? Are you a cuck? Or you just respect Tom Brady enough?
Not
No,
anymore.
I
I'd be
wouldn't
like,
let him do that. What the
Couldn't
hell?
let him?
If he
Listen,
had
I'm gonna
done
let.
that and then he did what he did, I would just abort that baby right away. Anyways,
Did you see what he just side little thing? Not really gonna get into it, but did you see what he trademarked?
No.
TB times TB.
What's that mean?
it's so gross.
Tom Brady. Tom
All right,
Brady.
we'll talk.
Tom-
We'll
the-
talk about.
Sean,
Okay.
hold on. It's 2 seconds. It's Tom Brady times the Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Like,
Oh.
Yeah. We could talk about this on Sunday.
oh man,
Yeah.
it hurts, man. It hurts.
Okay,
Art-
Sean, what do you rate this show?
I thought it was like I would say a solid 7.5. I just honestly, I watched it over in 2 sittings. I watched it I watched like the first 3 episodes one night, and then I came back and watched the last 4. I kind of saw what was coming, and then it was kind of just a series of saying the same thing over and over again. I think most Netflix shows have this problem where they're all like an episode or 2 too long. They stretch those stories out just a little bit farther than they need to be, and there's a lot of redundant material in there. But at the same time, if I hadn't binge watched it, I probably wouldn't have noticed as much, right? And that's just me. But overall, I definitely really enjoyed it. I'd recommend it to anybody that's into like quirky, eccentric stories and stuff like that.
Dan?
I would give it like an 8.5. I would definitely give it up in the higher 8s, 80 percentile, just because it's fun. Like, it really is a fun thing to watch, and it's crazy. And yeah, there's some, I guess you could say, things you're going to be able to call. You know, you're going to be able to call out pretty early, like, yeah, this is not going to go well. This is probably going to be bad. It seems like a setup, maybe. But it can be a little predictable. But it's fun, dude. It's just fun. It's just great entertainment. And when you're on quarantine and the world is ending, you might as well be entertained. And I say right now, go do Tiger King, baby. Murder, mayhem, madness. That's my vote.
Yeah, Tiger, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I rate it like a 90 because it was
A 90. 9
yeah,
out
a
of 10.
9. Honestly, it was for me just out of pure enjoyment. It was just so much fun to watch it. I understand that there were definitely things that were repeated multiple times,
Yeah.
but
you
I
would
didn't want
recommend
the
this-
story to end. I wanted it to go on for another like 10 episodes. Me personally.
Yeah.
I got you.
I could have seen it. You would have
I
liked
just
the
had so
reality
much
show.
fun watching it.
You would
I
have
would've-
liked the reality show, right? You would have
Yeah.
loved if there was a reality show, like another 2 or 3 seasons of the reality show that you could just go watch right now.
But I don't like reality shows. I like documentaries like that. Because the reality show would have just showed a lot of Joe.
No, I know that, but that's what I'm saying. This would give you something to go do, though. Like, if it was
Yeah.
right now, you would go watch the reality show because you
Oh,
want
yeah.
a little bit more of that.
Yeah,
that story.
I want
Just-
more. I'm going to go listen to the podcast Shaun said. That's how much I like
Yeah,
it.
there was a podcast about it. I wish that I would like if they do more. I would hope that they do more about like his background, about where he comes from,
Yeah.
because they kind of briefly touch on that, right, and then they just get right into the Tiger stuff.
Yeah.
I would like to know like what built Joe Exotic, like really get kind of a closer, in-depth look into that.
Yes, and Jeff.
And Jeff, actually, yeah, let's learn more
Jeff
about
would
Jeff.
be cool. Jeff would. Be
I need to know more about this guy.
He looks like a guy that's like involved in Pawn Stars, like
Yes,
in something like-
exactly.
or actually, no, not Pawn Stars. That show where
The
they
Storage Wars.
Storage Wars. Yeah,
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 that's what he looks like.
That's him.
he's the Storage Wars guy. Kind of. Yeah, I mean that's what he reminds me of.
I need to know
that-
more about Jeff. That's who I want to know more about.
I want to know more about pretty much even Carol Baskin. There's some air of mystery there, you know.
And that's the thing
Yeah.
is like, I say we kill her, we get in the document. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. This is all a joke, people. I hope she does die in a house fire or car accident. Something. I want her to be alive for at least 30 to 40 seconds before she dies.
Hey, cat lovers, or whatever.
Oh,
she says in
dude,
the
she
beginning
is
of
so
her videos.
fucking. And this is the most disgusting thing about, and this is why ideology is such a problem. See, fucking Joe didn't have an ideology. Okay, fucking Carol lived by this fucking weird ideology of this leftist liberal fucking PETA fucking loving. Probably hated Trump. She's out right there. She's done. She's gone. Okay. You know Joe Exotic loved Trump. That's all I have to say. Trump 2020, CAG, keep America great.
Do you think Joe Exotic loved Trump?
Oh
Fuck
yeah.
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 Fuck yeah. Are
definitely,
you
Shaun.
kidding me? What do you think? You were gonna
I
tell
don't
me
know.
he does?
Shaun.
No, come
Well,
on.
he sold himself in the same way Trump did because he wasn't he running for governor
Yes.
after Trump, right?
Yeah.
2017.
No,
2018.
during.
Yeah. Yeah, it was well.
During?
He was doing the presidency was for 2016, but then
Yeah.
he ran for governor the next year, right?
Yeah.
He was doing for 2018, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so he was doing the Trump kind of rhetoric in terms of like, I'm a man of the people. I'm going to go there and smash these politicians because I can speak it from the truth. I can speak it
Yeah.
from my heart.
He said Trump.
He
was
loved Trump.
fucking
He hated
Obama.
Hillary.
Absolutely.
This guy's a
Absolutely.
Trumpster, man. 100%.
You know
These are the guys that
people
got Trump
Netflix.
elected. With people like him.
These crazy tiger people.
Him and Q. You know, QAnon.
No, because
But-
Americans want freedom.
Yeah, I mean, I say everyone should be able to own.
Except for now. Now everybody's like, put us in a national lockdown, please.
Nah. Joe Exotic wouldn't have done that to us. But this is the thing. Joe Exotic would have let each American have their own tiger during this lockdown. Everyone would have got a cub.
Everyone. A cub. And
For like 6 weeks. 6 weeks before it becomes dangerous and shit, right? Like, all right, you got to give it back. And then he cuts them, or at least we could kill him for meat, maybe. I don't know. Dangerous times cause for dangerous measures, and I say I want a tiger.
Yeah.
Snapchat would be lit.
I'd be posing with the tiger all the time on Snapchat, using cool
Oh, yeah.
filters, hearts raining on us.
I'll put a fucking Snapchat of a tiger on my face next to the tiger. The ultimate tiger. The ultimate tiger move.
Yeah. Hashtag Tiger Boy.
Hashtag Tiger Boy. But I don't know. I think. Hey guys, go check it out. That's what I say. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. If you got any questions or anything, hit us up on Zoobox Podcast on Instagram, Facebook. We're working on setting up Venmo and PayPal so you can pay us fucking bitches so we can get a fucking real tiger. Okay, we get a real fucking baby cub.
Trying to get our tiger fund going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
listen,
it's
man.
fine.
Tigers just went up to $5,000, so get paid.
Ooh,
Yeah,
guys
get
better
paid.
donate quick. Donate quick. $5,000. Oh my God! By the time we raise money, it's probably gonna be
Well,
$7,000.
the-
So
the-
people probably
think
want
about
to
it,
over
Shaun.
donate just in case.
The biggest tiger breeder got shut down.
Yeah, one of them, one of the biggest. Yeah.
Where's America gonna get its tigers?
So
Listen, guys, we've been drinking beer, and there's a free digital copy of Hellboy if you're watching on YouTube.
Shut up.
First to come, first surprise. What? That's how you get people to YouTube, Shaun. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a special thing for people that actually watch the
So
video.
I'm trying. No, fuck that. We want people to come. Listen, dude, fuck him, okay? I want the first person to get to YouTube and fucking check it out. Because if you're a loyal fan, you're gonna go to YouTube anyway. But if you're new, you might be the first one to grab it.
I got
So
a
go in and
couple
check
more.
it out.
I got a couple more movies here. I got a couple more here, and so check out Zoobox Goes to the Movies. I don't know which episodes we're gonna put them in, but occasionally, if I have extra ones, I'll throw them up on there. But I'm not gonna announce it or say anything. It'll just be randomly in the video at some point.
Okay.
Well, hey man,
How you supposed to drive if people don't know?
what are you talking about? Because if I tell people to where it's gonna be, then they're only gonna watch the ones and then scan the video looking for it.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's
So
America.
I don't want that.
America. We gotta be fucking free out here.
listen,
I want
just go
our
watch
content.
the Tiger King.
Go watch
Just
the
go watch
Tiger
it.
King.
Yeah, go watch it. Go watch it.
In this time of need, while you're sitting on your throne of toilet paper that you've hoarded from Walmart, breaking truck drivers' backs, get your goddamn Clorox wipes. Go watch Tiger King. Hold
Get
your
that
family
stimulus
close.
check. Get that
Hold your family
stimulus
close,
check.
exactly. And with your stimulus money, maybe if enough of us get together, we can get together and buy us a goddamn tiger.
You guys don't really need your stimulus check. Come on.
Tiger King out.
Tell all the hunters to lay down their